I'm turning 30 next year. This Tone It Up Frisky Fall Challenge asks that you do 5 goals. I did that on day 1 and I didn't really do the 5 goals, but it did remind me that I have a set of goals for my 30 before 30 that I need to revisit. And I wasn't going to do this whole 30 before 30 thing because I just wanted to just keep doing things and keep moving forward in life. But then I thought, that's not fun. I like themes, I like fun, cute things, and so I decided to do 30 before 30. I asked Shane to do it with me and he was like, totally, and then he still hasn't done his. I have my 30 before 30 list and I wanted to share it with you. So the way that I'm keeping track of it is on Trello. Trello! It's this project management software that's fantastic. I use it to manage my entire life. It's really easy to use and definitely something I recommend if you're eliminating Post-its or anything like that from your life. So I grocery shop with it, etc. I have my little 30 before 30 list on Trello, which is on my iPad, on my iPhone, and on my desktop. And so the list I have here, just one column, I made a list, and the other side I have color codes. Because it's fun. If you look at the Trello board I have in the background too, since I'm a gold member on Trello, I made it all cute. My list, 30 before 30. I picked 30 things and I spent a little while doing this, and I should say that I was pregnant when I did this, and so some of them have changed a little bit, or I should go back and change them, but for right now, this is the 30 before 30 list. I wanted to go kiteboarding. I interviewed Susie Mai of Mai Tai. It's this big VC-backed kiteboarding initiative where they bring entrepreneurs together as VCs, and they've gone to like Richard Branson's island, and she's a Red Bull kiteboarder and a pro, and she was awesome to talk to. But I thought, okay, this is going to really inspire me to go. It's now beginning of September and I still haven't gone, so if I do go, it's going to be in a wetsuit, which is kind of a bummer. Be zero waste. The second I put it on the list, started working towards that, and hopefully by February we'll be at more of a completely zero waste standpoint. But right now we're doing pretty well. We still have garbage and we still have recycling, and some weeks are better than others, but for the most part we're doing a good job of keeping a conscious check on that. The third one is to sell zero waste products. I really want to help other family. I don't know what that's going to look like. I have a lot of ideas. But I want to help other families make it easier and convenient for them to be healthy and consume products in a way that minimizes or completely eliminates waste. And that's waste not only in packaging, but also in time and that kind of a thing. Fourth is to get up on a surfboard, again, like kiteboarding. When you're pregnant and you're like, I'm going to do all these things, but then the reality hits in that your son, I now have a 4-month-old, and it took me a while to recover from the C-section that I had, and then it's just having a newborn, sleep deprivation, and then weekends, you get to the weekends and I have my husband's help and I'm like, oh, tell me wait. Again, maybe a wetsuit. I want to have the entire family be in the best health yet, and we're doing really good with that. Sometimes on Fridays though, I get so exhausted from just the week that I'm just like, let's just eat whatever. I wanted to buy a bikini. That might happen next year. I want to go to Disneyland at Christmas time. That's probably not going to happen, but maybe, you never know. I'm going to paint our bedroom. Our bedroom's the only room in the house that hasn't been painted since we've moved in. I want to make curtains for the house. I want to learn to speak Spanish, which I thought would be a really fun thing for Callie and I to learn together. It's just a matter of keeping his attention and being consistent every day about it. I want to go to a live taping of Dancing with the Stars. Again, I don't know if it'll happen, but at least I took the step to get our names considered. This is something that my mom, my grandma, and I have done for years. We watch Dancing with the Stars together. I want to paddleboard in the morning on a work day on Lake Marcel. Hasn't happened yet, but I still have some time to get that done. Number 13 is go to Vegas on a whim. Fun story. So when I was in high school, I'll always remember this. My history teacher, they went just on a whim to the airport, bought tickets, and went to Vegas and got a room. And I still remember that as being the coolest thing, just on a whim to pick up and go to Vegas. And I've always wanted to do that. So that's a goal of mine, to do that before I turn 30, for Shane and I to just go to Vegas on a whim. Do some hydroponic growing. Shane's been actually researching this, so that might really happen. Although when I was pregnant, the reason why I put this on there, because I was like, year-round strawberries because I love strawberries, and they're very wasteful because they are in plastic containers and they also have to be shipped in and they're organic and blah blah blah. So I thought year-round strawberries would be amazing. It turns out strawberries is one of the hardest things to grow like that. Go to an outdoor theater production. I loved doing that. My dad took me once to one in Solvang, and I just thought it was the most fun. We saw Gypsy, and I thought that would be really cool to take Kelly to. Didn't happen. Maybe next summer, probably when Kelly's older is better anyway. And number 16, take a ballroom dancing class. I've never done that. Well, we did on our honeymoon, and I don't think that really counts. Learn to DJ. I want to figure out how to put songs together and mix them up. I love SoundCloud. I've been discovering all sorts of fun new music. I put on here lose 30 pounds within 3 months of having a baby, which is the weight I put on with Wyatt, and I did that. And number 19 is clean up our finances and have a better relationship with money. That would be fantastic. Number 20 is to become a student of A Course in Miracles, and I started reading it. I finally bought the book and started reading it because all those big guys, Gabrielle Bernstein, Wayne Dyer, they all talk about A Course in Miracles, and I've always wondered, like, what is this that they're talking about? It's actually a pretty kooky little book. I don't know. It's definitely something that I think is a little bit more on the controversial side if you go to church and are Christian, that kind of a thing. And I don't know if a lot of like new agey type people, a lot of us that listen to Gabrielle Bernstein, I don't know if a majority of people know that A Course in Miracles, which all these people are basing their teachings off of, was a woman, a doctor. God talked to her and she wrote it down, and then this other author like put it down into a book format. I do like reading it. You should check it out yourself. Number 21 is to keep a routine in our house and paint one wall chalkboard to show it off. We did. We painted a chalkboard wall. Routine is starting to get more of a routine. It's different with 2 kids now. Why it's 4 months, and so he's starting to get more on a schedule, but I know that's going to change soon. And then Kelly, I'm preschooling him, so we're starting to get on a more consistent practice things every day type of a schedule. It's really tough though. Number 22 is to get involved at a church. We started going to a church in town and really like it. Number 23 is plan a 30th birthday anniversary party. So Shane and I are both turning 30 next year, and we're also going to be married 10 years next year. Number 24, get my motorcycle license. I have a book. Number 25 is to document our year at thedonos.com. I started that. You can go to thedonos.com and you can look on our Tumblr page. Both of our Instagrams go in there, and I put recipes in there and little links that I like. Number 26, ride a train somewhere with the family. We did that in Snoqualmie, which is kind of cheating, but it was on a train. Number 27, ride a longboard down Mary Hill. Shane says this is never going to happen. Number 28 is to join a mom's group. I did that. Learn sign language for baby. I thought that would be really fun for Kelly and I. Again, like Spanish, to be able to do a few signs so that the baby can communicate with us. I don't know if that really works. If you've done it, let me know. Number 30 is to make new friends. With 2 kids, I really want to have like other moms that have kids, especially if I'm with them all day long. It would be nice to get out and be with other people. And then I added one just for fun, which is to spend the day floating the river with friends, which didn't happen. That's my 30 before 30 list. I use Trello. Let me know what your goals are. If you've done any of those things, let me know. I'd love any encouragement or wise words or this is what you should do kind of stuff.